I'm live. I don't know what happened just then, but oh, my ears are ringing. I think we might be buffering a little bit. That's what was happening. I've never had to wait so long to go live, and I had to come out of it. So I don't know whether or not there'll be another notification, or it was actually just me and Jasper having a cuddle. Anyway, good evening. Good evening. I'm putting away the cards that I had from earlier on. And I felt comfortable to do another reading. So here I am. You right over there? You was just on my lap. Do you want to come over? Do you want to come and say hi? What do you reckon? Come on then. Hi, Sherry. It went out? What, the other live? Did you have me chatting with Jasper on it? Did it record? Or the notification? You took a nap? How was my day out? It was awesome. It's been really good. I've just finished having dinner, and everyone seems to be really quiet. They're knackered, aren't they? They're worn out. So we've had a girly day in town. It was fun. It was nice. Hi, T-Rose. I think the cats were a bit disgusted that we went out. It's like Lily had a bit of a strop. Did you miss us? Was the house quiet? When was the last time the house was completely empty? A long time. Did you think we'd left you? Anyway, so you might have a little bit of a video if it went out live. It said this end, we was going live, waiting to go live. We were just swirling round. And then he came on my lap. I had a little chat with him. Okay, so I'm not sure. So I have a coffee. I think he missed me. He missed me. It's good. We're going to go again. It was that good that we thought we'd go again. Okay. It was fun. I just let the girls really direct the day, which was nice. Sorry, Jasper, that table's just, it's slanted, darling. That's it. I feel a bit like my waistband's a bit tight. I just eaten. Anyway, so I've done a really small, quick, well, it felt like a quick reading. It's not really, is it? 30-minute reading there on earlier on before I went out. So I thought we'll have a look at the energy. I'll tell you the cards that I've actually got. Now, these kept falling over. It was like I wasn't sure. I looked at them, thought, no, I won't have you. And then they kept like tumbling. So we're going to have a sacred spirit reading card. Jasper, he's grooming himself. Who's a pretty boy then? It's been a good, amusing day today. It's been good. It's nice when all three of us get to spend the day together. Someone called me and Megan sisters, though, so it's just a bit like, yeah, okay. He's a pretty boy, isn't he? Your stomach nervous and heart racing, waking up, maybe he was dreaming. I feel that heart's really expanding today. I seem to have like, it's not jaw ache, I feel like my gums inflamed. So I'm not sure what that's about. And it's, if anyone says I need to dental floss, no, it's kind of come after I've dental flossed. So I don't know, my mouth, but anyway, the cards. So I've got, I had so much better day after that 2-day purge. How's the snow, Sherry? Have you got it? Is it quite deep? Are you deep in snow? You've stopped purring as if you're listening. I'll just, there's a bit of a delay, so let me just carry on showing you the cards. First of all, I just thought, well, let's pull a story from the chakra wisdom oracle cards. I also feel like I've got dry lips. Like but I didn't feel it was windy today. It's been a nice day. It got colder, not deep, but it turned icy. Tough day. Shoveling. Come on, sweetie. I don't know why the waistband feels so tight. I'm going to get a story from this card. I'm going to get a story from a card. Oh man, I might just have to undo my top button. Okay. I just won't stand up. Oh, that's better. I was digging in. I've done like loads of walking today as well. And like carrying heavy bags. I've done no complaining. I've done the opposite. I've not done any complaining. I've been uplifting. I love it because when I go out with the girls, we're all uplifters. It's nice. It's like, okay, one mission today. Spread a bit of Christmas cheer. Chakra Wisdom Oracle Guidebook. And the other cards that I have are the Oracle of Shadows and Light. These were the two that I felt drawn to use. Have you built a snowman yet, Sherry? I woke up this morning at 4:44. I laughed. That was it. I laughed. We've got gratitude. I love this card because it kind of this is I believe I've only told this like story once. I think this is only the second time that this has ever come out with me actually doing like a collective reading. When I first got this deck and Megan was going through like a very deep, dark night of the soul, deep, wasn't really that impressed, didn't want guiding. You know, I could keep my stuff to myself. And I remember doing her a reading and this card did not impress her. But it just kind of comes in with like the day that I've spent with them today. I just think my girls are amazing. And acceptance, especially acceptance of myself. Like, well, yes, I accept that I am who I am. But for my children, I'm quite crazy. So it's taken them, I was speaking to Meg today, oh my goodness, some things happened. So we went to the church because Emily went to college. So we had to kind of kill some time. So we went to the church and we sat on a bench and we had like a sausage roll and a nice chicken salad roll that we shared. We're sitting there and all nature comes alive. Of course it does. I've taken you to the church. It's the Mary Magdalene Church, isn't it? That's here. So we're in this graveyard, churchyard, graveyard, sitting there on a bench, and all the birds are doing like this display. It's interesting because it kind of from a distance was like birds by that heart. And I'm just sitting there and she's starting to notice all the signs now. And the church bells went off. And she was like, oh, it must be 3 o'clock. Now we're meeting Emily at past. She said, it must be 3 o'clock. And she got her phone out to have a look. And the time was 1444. I was like, you're fucking shitting me. There was a squirrel that come. And then I haven't really told you the story about Mr. Chicken Wing Man yet, but he's kind of been invented this week via some chicken wings. I just decided to sing this song. It's quite a catchy tune. And so we've been singing a bit of Mr. Chicken Wing Man, and the kids have like caught on to it. It's one of those, I reckon it could be a number one. Anyway, Emily's got a video of it. Oh dear. Anyway, it's me with these little chicken wings, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, chicken wings. Well, one of them had 2 legs on it, so I chose that one as my chicken wing. I thought, well, he's got like 2 little bones sticking out, but they look like legs, so I started walking him, but I put like another chicken wing on top. So I was like, Mr. Chicken Wing Man, Mr. Chicken. And Megan come up with some garlic or sour cream and chive sauce, and she's poured it on top of his head. And I'm like, oh, a bird's pooped on my head. I was going to say it's good luck. Emily had turned it off by then. So that's kind of the video. Anyway, we find it quite amusing. Every time I see the kids, it just comes out like, Mr. Chicken. They're like, seriously, Mum, every day? How many times have you sang that today? Can't help it, it's catchy. Mr. Chicken. So we're sitting there in the church yard. And I said that to Emily, went to the church. She went, you went without me? I said, this will be sat in the grounds. I think she thought we had gone in the church. So anyway, we hadn't. We're just sitting there. And by chance, I had a couple of carrier bags because it was a little bit damp. So we put them down, sat down, no wet bottoms, sat there and just watched nature. There was a squirrel. And I'm like, is that Mr. Chicken Wing Man? Anyway, then a bird appeared. And it seemed every time I couldn't see the squirrel, all I could see was this bird. Now, this bird did look like Mr. Chicken Wing Man. He had these 2 little legs, but he had this white sauce. Oh, that reminds me. I've dropped... What is that on my floor? I dropped that. Oh, that's horseradish sauce. I'm going to have to clear that up. See, there's white sauce. And I dropped horseradish sauce on my rug, and I'm like, oh, Mr. Chicken Wing Man. So there's this white sauce. I'm going to have to just go and get some kitchen towel just to put on top of it so it reminds me. Okay. I don't want that there in the morning. I could just do the whole job now. Let me just get some wipes. I'll be back. So I'll read your comments. Mr. Chicken. So I was like, are you Mr. Chicken Wing Man? Send me a sign. And off in the distance, you could just hear this bird going, yeah, yeah, yeah. Megan, seriously, she does think I'm crazy, but she kind of does join in. And I hear her then telling like the story. And it's like at the time, it's like she's not really into it. She's like, no, Mum, it was the squirrel that was Mr. Chicken Wing Man. I said, all right, babe. I've got to get out my flip. Hold on. I just got to do my button up. Make sure the flies are up. Hey, Sherry. Make sure the flies are up. There's a right way, isn't there? With that zipper. Sorry. Anyway, I'm sure you'll probably see Mr. Chicken Wing Man at some point. Listen, he's helped me through this week. He's made me giggle. So what is all this white sauce? It does take me to semen when I'm trying to be good. It's like, oh, boops, a bird poops on me. But this, let's finish about this bird. He had wings that looked like they were the sauce. The sauce. Oh, it's all about the sauce, isn't it? What type of sauce? I've got to go and wash my hands now. And then we're going to get to this gratitude. Okay, card. Oh, dear. I've got this little heart that hangs in my window and it's tapping away at the window. Okay, I'm back. So he missed me, yes. So pretty boy, not deep, but it turned up I've read that part. I didn't. Shoveled in between Zoom meetings. Why on earth did you not make a snowman? Build a snowman. My neighbour rang my doorbell and gave me a beautiful poinsettia plant. How nice. and wrote me a lovely Christmas card. That's really nice, isn't it? I love a poinsettia. So Christmassy. Beautiful. I remember Jasper. Please don't see. He's like licking his private parts. Like legs up. Okay. Was that last year at Christmas? I think it was. I think it was last year. I done my little walk, showing you how quiet it was in Christmas. Still the same. I love how you remember those stories. I remember everything. I remember what I need to remember. I do remember a lot. My sister used to say that. I take in detail. She said to me, how do you remember like everything? I remember a colour of a cup or the stories. Although I would say that I didn't have a very good memory, but I do. Anyway, let's have a look at this card, because this is the card that I was saying about. It doesn't impress Megan when at this time when she was going through her dark nights, and it's just acceptance of who their mother is, I suppose. Where's the book to this? Okay, let's read this, because I found it quite amusing. Oh, it's underneath the Oracle of Shadows and Light. Gratitude. Well, it made me giggle. You can imagine me as I was trying to read it out to her. This kid's like not that impressed, and this is a message that I give her. Lucy from Indigo. I am so glad you are in my life. The legend. Lucy's best friend writes a letter to Lucy's unborn child. She does this so that one day the child would understand how extraordinary her mother is. Lucy is a friend from Indigo, someone who always supports, never judges, always sees the good side, whatever the circumstances, and uplifts all those around her. In the letter, her gratitude for Lucy shines through. I'm still recalling Megan's face because I'm kind of like a little grin. Oh, it's nothing like having a confident mother. Okay, the inspiration is gratitude raises our vibration to a higher level. If you are unhappy in any relationship, Lucy reminds you that it is always in your power to change it. There is no mystery to being a good person. Good people just do good things. And they do. And it rubs off on your kids. It really does. Personal inquiry. Who is the person I admire most? Why? How can I live at that level? It's interesting, isn't it? Hi, Lil. Personal inquiry. Who is the person I admire most? Why? And how can I live at that level? Key ideas: friendship, deep love, pregnancy, nurturing, unconditional love towards self or others. Keywords: appreciation, recognition, and esteem. I'm going to tell you just like another little story in a minute. So let me get this over. Let me get this over with. This, what Megan said to me. Okay. Not long ago, actually, whilst I was cooking dinner. Meditation. For the next 10 days, spend a few minutes each day making a gratitude list. Do not look at the previous day's list when you begin each day. At the end of 10 days, read all the lists. Notice what keeps coming up. Are you on your list? Megan just said something weird, and she said, it's quite sad that I never got to meet you. And I'm like, what are you talking about? She said, well, I never got to meet you for the first time. I don't remember meeting you. That's what she said. It's sad that I don't remember meeting you. And I said, I imagine you can. I imagine it's in there. It's stored in there. But it was just what she said. She said, I don't have that memory of meeting you for the first time. I said, oh, it's there. It's there. We was talking about how babies kind of like, well, they do nothing, because that's exactly what babies are. They're the closest to source. Nothingness. They haven't got all that programming yet. It's been instilled in them. So, interesting. Right, well, that's what I kind of said to her. Well, if we remember past lives, I'm sure that she can. See, we have a bit of a, well, I don't really know what I believe when it comes to when do we enter like the vessel, she very much believes that we enter once you're born. Uh, your uh, your spirit will obviously decides to be a soul residing within a body. So I'm not sure, because I kind of went to, I'm sure you might be even be able to remember being in my womb, and I'm not sure if I said that out loud. There was no response anyway, but then I thought to myself, but that's not Megan's belief, or it wasn't her belief. She believes that we enter when we kind of take our first breath. She's got some wise shit she's coming up with lately. I mean, that girl, I knew that she has a lot of information within her and have done for a while, but I think that, and I told her that as well, and she was quite frustrated not really knowing what it is that she's meant to, why she's here, but I think it's her channeling that she does. I mean, she's had like Jesus Christ appear in front of her, but she is of such a calm nature. And I think a long time ago, well, when she had Jesus come to her, I said to her, why don't I get visitations like that? She said, because you're way too excited. You get way too excited about this stuff. She said, you need to take it in your stride. And it's just like, yeah, but I find it like really fascinating, where she just doesn't make a big deal out of it. And I feel that I've kind of taken that on board. It's like, we're not to make a big deal out of it, because this is it. This is, yeah, she's been some deep talking stuff. Gets you thinking anyway. Some say parents and children choose each other. Yes, we choose it all. How I look at it is like, we're kind of, yeah, you choose all of it before you come, and then it's like you have amnesia. She was asking me whether or not, she's been asking me whether she think, I think this is like some kind of simulation we're in, or there's just a lot of not knowing. Okay, we've got a card that's gone on the floor in reverse, and then we've got another one here. Let's have a look and see if I can actually get some messages out. So, but yes, I believe that you choose your parents, you choose your children, you choose all your partners, you choose it all. You choose it all. That's why you can't blame anyone. Anyway. Passions in reverse. That's interesting. Let's have a look at this. Let's read the story first. Passion. Princess of Amber. That come up in today's reading, not amber, but it was colour apricot. And that was about laughter, joy, happiness, embracing it. So passion in reverse. Princess of Amber. I quietly sizzle and shine. Quietly. Don't need to make a big deal out of it, Mum. The legend. The Princess of Amber spends her time volunteering. No person or task is beneath her. She loves her subjects and looks after them like a loyal servant. When the newspapers criticise her, her family begs her to behave more like royalty. She refuses. Sounds like me. The people hold a free election, and to the surprise of the, I can't say this word, aristocracy, vote for the princess as their new leader. Inspiration, you are correct to feel passionate about your position. Follow your instincts, for you know intuitively what is right for you. Personal inquiry, are my daily actions supporting my real passion? What am I willing to stand for? Key ideas, following your passion, being authentic, taking a stand for yourself, being acknowledged, feeling ostracized by family, friends, being emotionally centered, strong feminine energy, and a happy outcome. Keywords, passion, bravery, and royalty. Before I go on any more, seeing as it's the feminine in reverse here, I actually, coming in with today's reading, the Divine Masculine, it was about being that role model as a parent. And I've just kind of explained how, my Emily, she's just dead quiet. She doesn't really have an opinion. She doesn't get involved in conflict, or she's never really said anything. So she hasn't like been my best supporter, but she just wouldn't say anything. Now Megan, she would vocalise what she thought about it, and there was at a point when like I kind of had no one for me doing this really that was encouraging me to do it. Like I said, Emily just doesn't really say much. So this could be coming in with, we are different, and there's a strong chance that people are not going to like that, and they're going to have an opinion. I believe today's reading come up with, you know, you're healed when other people's opinions just don't bother you. This is my passion. I think I think I said it to Emily after I'd done my quick reading, which I called a quick reading. I said to her, I bloody love reading tarot. I said, I think I just love telling stories. So, yeah, there's a message coming in here about not allowing others, including, you are going to come across sometimes, your children are going to roll their eyes at you. They're going to maybe feel that it's your confidence, and you're going to be very likable. And if they're not of that nature, jealousy can come in, envy. It's not that they begrudge you, it's just, it is a jealousy. I don't know whether jealousy or envy, being envious. But the thing is that they take it on and they grow and they become that. They're like that living example of what I was. And it's to see Megan today shining out there and how she was affecting people's energies as she was walking past them. Like she was going into a store as this gentleman was coming out, and you could just see he was totally, as soon as he kind of saw her, he was like, I said, you really affected that man's energy there. Where before, I remember she used to be so slouched over, like as a teenager, head down, moping. I used to say to her, lift yourself up, little nagging mum that I was. And to look at her now, the confidence, how polite they are. I mean, I always, you know, wish everyone a fantastic day and have a chat with them, but to actually listen to my children do it, it's, anyway. Okay, so it's well worth it. It's well worth the pain to get to the pleasure. Meditation. Ask yourself the following questions. What is my greatest strength? What are my challenges? How do I serve others? How can I serve myself? What represents love in my life? Close your eyes and invite the Princess of Amber to take a walk with you. What does she reveal to you? Okay. Just seeing if you guys said anything. No, just me doing the chatting. There's a message in here, guys. Wouldn't be talking about it otherwise. Wouldn't be happening, because all I do is use kind of my own life example, my life experience as examples of what's going on in the past and also in the here and now. Fascinating, really. The church bell's going off at 14:44. Like, proper excited. I get what she means. So take it in your stride, Mum. Let's have a look at this next card, Chakra Wisdom card. We have an impasse, and it's so there's a block here. Who's being rerouted? I feel like the Divine Masculine might be being rerouted. We'll have a look. Reggie Rust, he's a bit rusty. Okay, well, he's being rerouted to follow his passion. That's what I feel. The path is obstructed. Reroute. So I feel whatever the Divine Masculine's doing, it isn't his real passion. Okay, or he's not allowing himself to fulfill his true passion. So Reggie Rust is a guardian angel. One day, two friends, Clem and Craig, are dismayed to discover Reggie blocking their path through the mountains with no way to get around him. Wondering why Reggie wanted to stop them and not daring to try to pass, they take another route. Reggie then moves on, having protected Clem and Craig from a landslide ahead that would have claimed their lives. Right then, sounds like there's two masculines there that are being rerouted. The inspiration, this is a reroute, not an ending. The path is blocked and you are at an impasse. But the goal is still there. Do not wait for your present situation to change. Stay focused and find another path. So there must be another way, with passion being in reverse here. Okay. I can only tell you the cards that I can actually see that are staring at me. I have a divine masculine carrying a very heavy weight. The awakening of the student. So someone's wisened up to something. The oracle is that spun around like that. We have payday, I can see here, with a smiley face, but I'm not sure if that's fantastic. I felt like there was a burden with, because there's a reroute here, so something isn't paying off, if you want to say that, like it should be. And there's a reroute. It's like, don't give up on the goal. It's just you need to take a different route. That's what I feel here. It's a heavy burden being carried by a masculine. And I could just see payday with a smiley face and a love heart Emily wrote on there. It's about being chilled, but it's kind of on the reverse of the card. Let me carry on reading this. So I feel like the masculine might feel his dreams they're over. He can't follow his purpose, his passion. But no, there's just another way, and it's a better way. Okay. So let me try and give you some inspiration. This is a reroute, not an ending. The path is blocked and you are at an impasse, but the goal is still there. Do not wait for your present situation to change. Stay focused and find another path. That heart's tapping away my window in the kitchen. Personal inquiry. How adaptable am I? What does this card reveal about my feelings and my reaction to delays? Key ideas: change or direction, regroup and refocus, protection from harm, guardian angels. Keywords: wisdom, opportunity, and surrender. Let's read this meditation. Visualize that which you wish to create. See yourself doing the very thing that you feel is currently blocked. Allow yourself to experience the joy this outcome will create for you. When you are ready, open your eyes and write down what you have visualized. Remember that there are many paths to your destination. Okay. I'm not sure what's going on here. You guys are quiet. Was anyone on the premiere earlier? I'm sure I premiered it. How did it go? All on best behaviour? So everyone stopped. Jasper stopped cleaning. He's over on that chair now. But the chair's kind of like, it's a, what's it called? You know, a chair that spins round. It's kind of facing, I've kind of got the back of the chair coming towards me. We've got ghosts of the past. The past returns for a time. I felt like the masculine kind of going, here we go again, not again. It feels like he actually feels like a bit of a failure. Bless him, guys. Bless the divine masculines. Looks like they're lacking a bit of passion. Feels like their goal is actually, it's a test, but they feel like they're losing sight of something. I need another 48 hours of sleep after this morning. What happened this morning? Another 48. I'm not able to rest. I'm just, like during the day, that's kind of past. Oh, we've got the ghost of the past. The past returns for a while. So maybe, T-Rose, maybe we'll get another 48 hours of sleep. It's coming up for the weekend again, isn't it? Jeez, it's 2220. It's 10:20. Okay, Lucy, we're going to read this card. We are card number 42. I feel a bit tired all of a sudden. T-Rose, taking a piss. Look what the little seed of intention. 48 hours worth of sleep. It's very quiet in the house now. Lily's asleep on the chair out there in the kitchen. Jasper's over there. He's settled now. I don't know where the little one is. She could be behind the curtain. Let's read this message. Oh, we've got a bit of a finally you put my love on top. Oh, okay. Who sang that? Was that Beyonce? Love on top. Top, 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 top. Oh, geez. And then finally you put my love on top. Where's first place we're going to go together as a group? The ball, isn't it? We're going to meet at the ball. And it starts with, at a masquerade ball, you see a beautiful young woman who has taken off her mask. Interesting, because that was what the card was today. Take your mask off. It's 222 there. Yeah, me either. I try though. That helps. 10 swords. Okay. And the wands. 10 of wands. So let's get back to the ball, T-Rose. At a masquerade ball, you see a beautiful young woman who has taken off her mask. The second she did so, people from her past invaded her party. I want to say that this is kind of the Divine Feminines have been through this part. Divine Masculine. It looks like it's your turn for you to experience this. So not pleasant by far, but when you're out the other side, you're going to see why all these people had to be kind of put in their correct places, positions, and many will not be standing beside you really any longer. It's a nasty culling, but it becomes such a habit, and you don't realise really how controlled you are by the influence of other people, and especially about what they think about you and what you do. So let's read this. What was that you put up, Sherry? Because it looked like a flag, and now you've detracted, you've retracted it. What was that you put up? Okay. At a masquerade ball, you see a beautiful young woman who has taken off her mask. The second she did so, people from her past invaded her party. Some are teachers, some are friends, and others are people she'd rather not see again. One reminds her of being sick once, and others remind her of many other challenging moments in her life. Why is this beauty surrounded by so many reminders at this present time? And hold on, what did I say earlier on? Geez, like this is important, what I'm meant to be telling you. I said earlier on. I really have to write this stuff. There's so much though. I figure stuff out. I don't know what things I believe they mean. Shit. There's going to be a point when you don't attract this. Okay, but you kind of attract it all. You have to do a real good cleansing, a purging here. But there does come the time when your vibration just will not attract even the reminders of bad times. Okay. Right, she speaks. Please, someone's going to speak. All about me are ghosts of the past. Come here perhaps so I can finally lay them to rest. I have taken off my mask and I know who I am, while they are still wearing theirs and still very much as I left them so long ago. It seems I must turn and face them and make peace with them, perhaps even going over some old ground before I can move on to fresh fields. I have an urge to put my mask on and mingle with them as I was, but I will not. I will be who I am now and meet them without pretense and show them who I have become. I'm no longer afraid of the shadows in my past. I'm at peace with all that I have been and all that I am. And this time of year, it's tricky because you're going to have people wanting you to spend the festive season with them. You're going to feel obligated to hang out with people that you don't really want to hang out with. Then you're going to put on your mask. I've listened to it today with just actually avoiding like conversation with certain people because they're just going to ask you what you've been up to and how's work going and what are you doing, and you know that it's going to be like question time, and you just don't have really the energy or the time to want to have to explain it all to them. So on goes the mask, doesn't it? Oh, it's all fine and da 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 da. Anyway, let's have a look at this though. The divination message. Old boyfriends. No, let's go back before the old boyfriends come back. Old friends. Boyfriends, crushes, places, and situations, or reminders of them, come up to remind you of either how far you've come or that there's still work to be done in areas you thought were long settled. We all have life themes and we all have challenges and patterns, but the trick is to move through them quickly and to learn from them permanently. These ghosts with masks are here to show you what or who needs an adjustment in your life. A clearing where you make peace with people you feel you may have wronged is in order. None of us is perfect. All of us need to forgive and to be forgiven. This is the cause of the indecision you are now facing. The ghosts of the past are haunting you. It's Judgment Day, and you are more powerful than you know. The time for hiding who you are and pretending to be normal and just like everyone else is done. So that comes in perfectly with today's reading. The masks are off. It's time, Divine Masculine. It's Judgment Day, and you are more powerful than you know. The time for hiding who you are and pretending to be normal and just like everyone else is done. Sherry, my brother is getting a puppy for the kids, picking her up Christmas Eve. I'm considering offering to stay home and take care of her for the night and bring her to them Christmas Day. That's cute. I don't know, like, that's it. That's cute. Getting a puppy. I'm getting a sacred spirit. It's 4440. 4444 now. Sacred spirit reading card. You just want to be near that puppy, don't you, Sherry? I wonder if it would give you like a feeling about what to do next year. Yes, she is going to be so happy. Oh, what's wrong with the cards? Okay, expansion. Educate your mind and senses. Have you seen the trailer to the new Disney movie that's coming out called Soul? Megan showed me this evening. She said, "Mum, have you seen the trailer?" I hadn't. It's like you're preparing for to reincarnate. So pretty awesome, because when it come on, I thought about Inside Out, and I thought, well, that kind of tried to educate us on our emotions that we have. And then there was Coco, which is about the afterlife, and then this one's called Soul, and it's kind of I thought it was amazing. So well done, Disney. It's we just need to reinforce these messages. I seem to have extreme serious, like a stitch, a cramp in my stomach. Okay, get a bit cramped up down there. Educate your mind and senses. Now, this is the earth, actually, like the core of the earth here, I believe. Oh, that's the pain. That's what I believe it to be. I'm not going to talk about what I actually think it looks like, but we got tons of leverage out of Inside Out at work for a couple of years. Yeah. Mm. The thing is, you need to kind of back it up and explain it a bit. That's what I personally feel, because there's always messages within the Disney movies, but actually there's always messages in most movies, isn't there? It's kind of well, putting the two and two together. It's going in a good direction anyway. That's what I feel. What's that apart from this sharp stitch in my side? All I can see is judgment, the Hierophant, justice, and the fool. Learning through life experiences. Educate your mind and senses. That's why I mentioned that, because the characters on there, it's like, I can't taste. It's like, no, you don't have any senses yet. You don't have a body. Which is what was fascinating. Looking forward to that one. Okay, coming out. Learning through life experiences. Educate your mind and senses. Expansion is an inevitable process of the universe. The knowledge of history, sciences, mathematics, and social understanding continue to grow through the foundation of new knowledge, awareness, and experience. Human beings and human consciousness also continue to evolve and expand. It is part of the evolutionary process. Clinging to old and past experiences restricts a person's ability to grow. Expanding yourself spiritually and emotionally allows you to feel a greater sense of love, compassion, and harmony. Self realization follows these new levels of awareness as you build upon your previous knowledge and life experiences. Realize that you are always in a permanent state of learning about yourself physically and emotionally, how you interact with others, and what you like or dislike are all experiences that creates expansion within your spirit. More importantly, it is never too late to learn. You may have just left behind an old life, previously gone through separation or divorce, began a new job or career path, or started a family. It might seem confronting now, but don't be afraid to ask for help or advice about these matters. Support is available to you. Just ask. Right now, you are in a process of learning. Career goals, education, and skills-based training are a focus now. This new information is needed for the next step of your life. You may be feeling that you aren't up to the task ahead. Don't fear. Everything you need will be available to you in divine timing. That's kind of like this rerouting that's going on. It may feel like you are on the edge of not knowing what to do next. All that matters, all that means is that this is a new experience and you require more information for the journey ahead. Research your area of focus. A new level of study or education will benefit you now as you prepare and organise your future. So the shadow aspect is restriction, illiteracy, and discouraging. The sacred crystal is azurite. AZU. Oh, okay. Let's at least spell it properly, Lucy. AZURITE. Angel assistance is Archangel Azrael. Life transitions, support and comfort. Okay, let's get you an affirmation. My mind is open. I learn new information easily. Wow. And coming in just with that, I felt it was career here. Ooh. Passion, career goals. I swear this stitch in my stomach. Ah. Okay. That's what come out of them cards then. Oh, that's a real pain that's I'm feeling. Is it real? It feels real. I feel like I want to get up and stretch. Oh, the wind's picked up out there. Okay. We're going to keep this one short and sweet as well. Excuse me. Don't know if I'm going to burp. Yeah, I'm tapping. Something's growling inside of me. It's whining. It's whining and pining. What if the puppy whines and pines all night, Sherry? T-Rose, why would you write like so many words together without any gaps? Like, it's like you're saying it like really quickly. I think I'm wanting a cat next. I never had one before. She'd be scared in a new place. No, don't say that. Why do you think that? That's because that's what you think. Oh no. No need to be scared. You'll rub that fear off on the doggy. You'll end up cradling it like a baby, going, "Are you scared?" The dog's like, "No, I'm a dog. I have other things to be scared about." What's going on here? We've got an SOS, we have a 69, we have I'm sorry, and we've got conflict. Okay. Save our soul. 69. I felt like it was, oh, it rhymed then. Come on. There's something still about the pain in my side. I'm sorry. Conflict. It hurts. Sun. Oh, it hurts. Something really hurts, guys. It's like taking like a stomach punch. No, a kidney punch. I got a really bad pain in my side. She would have to stay in her crate so she doesn't wee in my house. So you've already caged her out. Let the dog out, and if the dog pisses, the dog pisses. It's part and parcel of it, girl. Why are you offering to have this dog if it's got to be locked up in a cage? Be scared then, won't it? In her crate. Fucking in her crate. I release mine. Hope you're to leave too. Just while I'm sleeping. What do you mean just while you're sleeping? Let the dog jump up on your fucking bed and sleep with you. This side, not mine, this side. I know what you were doing. I'm just talking to Sherry about, like, she's going to offer to have a dog and it's got to stay in a crate all night while she sleeps because it might piss everywhere. Might wee. Take the dog out at night for bedtime. She'll wee in my bed and get a mattress protector or something. Listen, if these things are going to worry you, you best not maybe get a dog. What you're going to do if your husband pees in your bed? You're going to put him in a crate as well. You're going to make him scared, Sherry, to grow old with you. What happens if, like, I pee in the bed but you go in the frigging crate? Yes. Oh, you're cruel. Listen, this is how you're going to have to practice, regardless of whether the doggy wee-wees. Listen, right, Tia was sick yesterday. It just happens, doesn't it? But it's you've already prepared yourself. This dog's going to come. It's going to piss all over your place. Probably shit everywhere as well. Now that you've said it, you've just gone and attracted it. Maybe it's best not to have that dog Christmas Eve. Let someone else do it. You go visit. Go visit the puppy. Give it your love. Fucking hell. I'd have the dog, but I'm putting it in a crate because I already know it's going to piss. What if it doesn't? Do you know what Megan actually said to me? She said this to me. It might have been today, it might have been yesterday, but it's very recent. She said to me, I don't ever remember our cats pooing or weeing inside. Or maybe they wee, but she said pooing in the house. I said, because they haven't. Anyway, so funny. So sorry, Sherry. Listen, you know what's best. Dog house. Lord have mercy. Here comes a little girl now. Hey, Tia. Was you planning on shitting or pissing anywhere or being sick? Sherry, thank you for making me laugh. I do love you dearly, you know that. You know I like to just wind you up. I'm not the one offering to look after someone's dog, am I? I would just let the dog, do whatever dogs do. Oh dear. Oh, cats have instincts for the litter box. I raised my cat from a kitten. She never went on my floor. Oh, I know you do. Well, I reckon dogs have instincts as well. Maybe you've just been told that it's only cats that have instincts. Are you saying like dogs are stupid? I'm going to tell God about that. That's like man's best friend, dog. They know how to behave. Oh, anyway. Right. So we had SOS 69. I'm sorry, conflict. I'm sending out an SOS for this little puppy. Santa! What do you think about it? Oh, no, they're not. They are most loving animals. I know that. Just don't know how to use a litter tray. They do. They're really clever. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Jeez. I can't really talk, can I? Because I don't have a dog. So I can't really give you like my experience, my personal experience. I can on cats. Dogs, I have had dogs. I was raised with dogs. But when my parents split up, my dad had the dog. Actually, my mum had the dog at one point. This dog was like fucking crazy. Me trying to take it for a walk. Jeez, his name was Rambo. Anyway, we had to give it like physiotherapy on its paw. It was a runt of the litter. Actually, it was my dad's dog, Tasha, that she had puppies, and there was a runt of the litter, and I think it was returned, and my mum took this dog in. He had to go and have like some land. This dog had a lot of energy. So yeah, I can't really remember about the pissing and the shitting back then. So I would have been about 11, 10, about 10 then. I haven't had a dog like with my children. Yeah, but my kids want dogs, I think. But we have cats. Right, what's going on here then? We've got the Page of Swords. That's someone who's doing their, seeing as I've got the Awakening of the Student, that's someone who does their research. And then we've got the Magician. So that's someone who does their research and then they're manifesting it. As above, so below. You do your research, it starts manifesting. We all know this. You can all try this one. Think of something. I don't know. Come up with a project. What do you want to study? Just think of something. We're doing it as an experiment. Egyptians just won't go out of my mind. Okay, Egyptians. Got a runny nose. Just the writing here. I don't know. It took me to like Egypt. Okay, I'll tell you what it is. What are those? They're called the Egyptian writing. They have a name, don't they? Like understanding what the Egyptian writing is. So let's say, see what I'm signing myself up for here. Let's say I want to do some more. I want to learn about those. What are they called? It's a lot when they're young, but they can learn quickly as long as you are consistent. Yeah, that's it. Hieroglyphs. Hi, Rebecca. Thank you. Am I saying it right? Hieroglyphs. So let's say I want to study hieroglyphs. All the research and the resources will start appearing. So I'll start seeing YouTube come up with videos on it now. Guaranteed. This is guaranteed. You should know this. When you buy a new car, everyone's got your car. You call your child a certain name and everyone calls their children that name. Or yeah. Okay. That's cool. Don't worry about the spelling. Hieroglyphs. So asking you shall receive. So, but this is like the researcher. So you can all play with this, play with the universe. Think of something you'd like to learn more about a topic. Watch how the universe delivers it to you. And then we have just kind of like signs, synchronizations. I'm feeling on his attire here. And it's like the universe gets things moving. You just got to know what you're wanting, or also if you know what you're not wanting, like piss and shit, then you're going to attract that as well. So it's movement from the universe. That's what I just wanted to point out. You ask and things happen. So be careful what you're asking for. How about a lovely puppy who is just so cute, doesn't even make a murmur, not even sure if it fucking has the ability to piss and shit. It's just so quiet, and it slept right beside you. So cute. Head on your pillow. Oh, maybe not your pillow then, their pillow. And it made you feel so comforted and loved. And you just loved the fact that actually you got to share your bed with someone, Sherry. How about that? You'll have an amazing evening with the dog. Especially as you know it's man's best friend. I mean, couldn't get closer to man, could you, than the dog? You've been researching puppy training? Lock it in a crate. I'm going to tell you research the law of attraction, the power of your thoughts. You create. Sherry, you're in control of the animals, the whole animal kingdom. If you want to go back to the Bible, on the 6th day he made us, okay, humans, and he gave us the same power. We have control over the animals and the earth and all of it. It's ours to play with, all of it, including the animals, just like babies. No words needed, just a look in the eye, and they'll know whether or not they trust you and whether they're going to behave. So it's all right, you've got a few days to rewrite your script of how your evening with this puppy is going to go. Jeez. Right then, Lucy. Shall we carry on? Got the Emperor. He looks a bit stressed out. Why do you look stressed out, Divine Masculine? Would you like to tell us? Because I'm going to get off soon. Ah. Do you want to play with us with the law of attraction? What have you been attracting into your life? Load of shit too. Well, I just told you the secret. Okay. Devil. Oh, what is this twang? It's like a pain. Okay. Well, yes, it's exactly. We're working our way backwards here. Well, that's good because you can rectify it now. Listen, if no one had pointed it out to you, you could be making this error for years. Why? You're listening to what other people tell you their experience that they had when they got a pet or what you've heard, and it's just... Okay, so only reason I say that is you've got the devil hiding there behind you. It's like stirring up some truths. Really about what fear does. It keeps you chained to your belief systems. And a belief is just the thought that you keep thinking, no one else. You're not in control of anyone else's vibration or thoughts or manifestations. Spoke about that in today's reading. Only your own. Create your own experience and watch it be delivered. It's bloody amazing, guys. Seriously, you'll get the knack of it. Card of manifestation. Ask and you shall receive. Especially as you guys are opening up now. You should have noticed that you're attracting all the bad shit as well, okay? Don't do that to yourself. Positive. And the thing is, I'm going to go back to Sherry's first comment because there was hesitancy when she first told us. My brother is getting a puppy for the kids, picking her up on Christmas Eve. I'm considering. Need to consider a bit more with what's entailed in that. I'm considering offering to stay home. She doesn't put there to put the dog in a crate, right? She puts, I'm considering offering to stay home and take care of her for the night and bring her to them Christmas Day. And you know that dog will do in the crate? It will piss and shit in the fucking crate, roll around in it. She's going to turn up Christmas Day with this fucking dog with a bow around it. And it's going to be like caked in. What happened, Sherry? I didn't want it on my bed. I've got to stop. Oh, I'm so sorry, Sherry. Lucy, you're cruel. No, she can take it. Oh. Was anyone else considering wanting to be my friend? Oh, Nikita just snuggled with me. Oh, is that a dog or a cat? I love that you've been researching puppy training. Oh. Oh dear. Anyway, so that's the card of manifestation, and then there's the feminine's intuition. Your thoughts are powerful, so powerful, because you have the same power as the creator. And we're creating a new earth, guys. I love it. I'm going to snuggle soon. Me too. Those darn masculine emojis. They're probably saying, like, how do we put up with her? I don't know. Listen, my kids have come around to it. It's all right. It is achievable to be able to tolerate me. I'm not like this all the time. It's like if I was Pinocchio, I go, you liar. Not when I'm alone. Just make sure I have some alone time. Or listen, you guys all need a bit of a break from me sometimes. It's good. I don't take it personally anymore. I'm singing now Glenn Medeiros. Do any of you guys remember this song? Nothing's gonna change my love for you. You wanna know by now? Oh, you ought to know by now. You ought to know by now how much I love you. One thing you can depend on. Doesn't say that. This song's old. One thing you can be sure of, I'll never ask for more than your love. I've got shitloads of that to give away. Love, energy, fun, laughter, playfulness. Like, they like it when we are a bit cheeky. You make me cheeky. You make me cheeky. You make me chuckle, Sherry. Oh God, you so. You're so good. Ah, just having fun with you. But you know, there's a part of me that's not. We are going to be speaking about this again, especially if you look after the dog. I'm going to want to know how it went down. Oh dear. Okay, it's 22:55. Oh look, offering of love. I know. Right, Channel of Love cards. I haven't used these yet this evening. Who's this? Little Miss Needy. Mrs. Mystic. I wasn't sure if it was two energies, and I felt like a Little Miss Needy is not really Mrs. Mystic, because Mrs. Mystic kind of knows it all. She's good at guidance, guiding herself, guiding others. So Little Miss Needy, is this still the masculine kind of asking himself, well, why does she need me? For entertainment, divine masculine. You're very amusing. You keep the divine feminines amused. You might find her amusing, but where is her amusement? You, divine masculine. Even in this energy, I know most of yous, you know your divine masculine has an ego. Also, it kind of keeps you on your toes. It gives you your role, because that's to try and tame that ego. You're here to care and love and support the divine masculine, and know all the different sides of him, and just love them all. But if he didn't have this, you couldn't be the empress without the emperor. You have to have a role, and it's to tame him when he gets a little bit egotistical, or you bring the fun into it. You lighten up his life. There's nothing that really I'm not saying there's nothing that the divine masculine needs to change. There's nothing that he needs to change. He will change. He would just evolve naturally. But there is always this. The divine feminine understands who the divine masculine is, and in a way, she kind of needs him to have this energy, because it gives her a role as the empress. So, but I love the like, not always like to the degree that they display, but let's not call them cute, but they kind of have this. They're just masculines, aren't they? They're just like from a completely different planet. So it's kind of like the divine feminine wondering, well, me myself and I wondering, there's going to be someone out there that's going to kind of, appreciate, show that gratitude, appreciation for the type of being that I am, and the type of unique beings that you are. And it's the same with the divine masculine, of course. He's perfectly matched with an empress. That's her role. You keep her amused. Maybe not all the time. It's not always amusing, but I think you get the idea of what I'm saying here. I just felt that Little Miss Needy. It's like, does she actually need the divine masculine? Of course. Otherwise, the divine feminine can't be the empress. Mrs. Mystic. Hi, Joe. How are you doing? Oh my goodness, I called you Joe. Original. It just slipped out. I'm sure that's fine. But I got a taste of fear that come through my mouth when I said that. It was like, oh, I said her name. Hi, Original. How are you doing? I'm listening in, trying to delete emails, as it shows I have accumulated 30,000. I've got it down to 26. It's fucking stupid. I swear, just get a different email address. Jamie was saying this to me the other day. He was saying to me, I don't know how to handle all this paperwork. I said, I don't think any of it is really fucking necessary. It's all bullshit, isn't it? I am really disconnecting myself from like that kind of world. Anyway, that's a lot. Your back's been extremely painful this week, been forced to rest. Yeah, that will happen. We need to catch up, girlie. Okay, they are cute. Yes, Sherry, they are. Stroppiness and tantrums, uh, boyish attributes. It's all rather appealing. It's like we show up for their appeal. We're the ones that will still stand up for them and say, no, you just don't understand how he operates. But that's the Empress's role, is to understand how her emperor operates. Remember those four traits that Andrew Carnegie said for the best career to have is to actually opt to be, a wife. But you need to understand the how, like, what your divine masculine's made up of. So the psychology behind your divine masculine, and then you need to be able to inspire him, okay, to be the best possible version that he can be. The house, you need to know about what's going on in the house if you need to kind of balance things out. So where you need to show your support, I always feel that's kind of like, well, the house has got to be in order, hasn't it? You've got to know what's kind of for dinner. You've got to make sure that there's food in the cupboard. The emperor doesn't come home and say to the empress, what do you fancy for dinner then? That's like, well, what's the empress doing all day? So it's a big role to be this kind of divine wife. So you got to know your role within the home, and diet, knowing what to feed your family, the masculines, encouraging them to be healthy. They're just the 4 areas that the empress really needs to be clued up on. It's that psychology of the divine masculine that's the biggest one. If you can't handle your emperor, well, he won't be your emperor, will he? Okay, secret agent. Secret agents, I've just kind of, anyway. Ha, that's fine. She's fine with that. Yes, we do need to catch up. What day is it? I think I might be taking 48 hours rest. Sleeping. Yeah, I hope your back feels better. That's the root chakra. It's been picking up massively on the root chakra, really grounding in like firm foundations, new, fresh. I feel their boundaries. I want to say also about knowing our limitations. When I say that, about what's actually limiting us, and also our own capabilities, and to not overdo it, not overgive. There's a lot going on about giving and receiving. We have to kind of, especially divine feminines, you need to sit back and receive, be the observer. You've been giving and giving and giving and giving, and now it's time the universe wants to give back to you. So you have to kind of allow that and stop giving so much. Secret agent. Didn't really make much sense after that Little Miss Needy and Mrs. Mystic. Secret agent, so he's doing his surveillance work. Bliss, the lovers, wanting harmony. Okay, let's have a look at the divine masculine's emotions. I believe that's who we're talking about. And then I'm going to get off soon because I really have a, we can leave on this note. Well, I might get a journey of love, but we can definitely leave on this note. It's confidence. That's a nice energy. A lot of people find I'm not talking like you, as a collective of light workers, confident light workers in their knowing. A lot of people find confident people very intimidating. It's only because you're triggering something within them that's craving to be. They just wish that they could be so confident, and they don't understand is like the likability that comes with a being in the presence of someone who's confident. I said, just it's like tits and teeth, tits and teeth. It's like, seriously, there's skills to like becoming a confident person. And there's a lot to this journey, a lot of personal development that you need to work on. That's yeah, techniques. Just until it all becomes just so natural, and it does. Love it. Confident. And then we have devilish. That devil's here, isn't it? Look, hiding. I like the energy. Let's get a journey of love. Hello, Tia. Are you sitting there listening to me? Oh, as I looked at her, she started licking her lips. Are your lips dry? Mine feel a bit better now. She's the only one awake. The little one. Sounds like my daughter. Geez, my typos will stop now. What does that say? Did TDD, he, TT, today? I saw a really nice TT today go speedy. I seen some really nice cars today out there on the road. Very nice. Okay. The ancient ones in reverse. So it doesn't have a reverse meaning, but obviously we have to acknowledge it. So let's just read the message, and then you can put whatever spin you want on it. The ancient ones. I feel like because it was in reverse and I said you take whatever spin you want on it, and what spun around to make me feel as if it was like the divine masculine, the passion card, in reverse. I felt like it was a divine masculine. This story sounds very divine masculine. So I want to say, put the spin on it as it being this message is for the masculines, not for you, divine feminines. And I just had a quick scan of the, oh my goodness, this cat's being sick again. No, can you go into the kitchen, please? No, not today. Sherry, on the freaking carpet. I'll clean it up. I've got like stuff ready. I've just got to wait for it to like not be so warm. What are you attracting? Bless her. Like I said, I'd scanned a few of the lines, and I believe that it sounds like the divine masculine. Because it's coming in with people not understanding like what you've taken off your mask, and family members might not, like friends, family, might feel jeopardized. I don't know why, but jeopardized by this this new version of you, this evolved you. Anyway, divine masculine, can we get on? Because I've got to be on sick duty again. Your spiritual growth is now acknowledged and witnessed by the heavenly ones that see beyond time and space into the reality of your soul. Do not lose heart if your spirituality is not fully acknowledged, understood, or appreciated by those around you in the physical world as yet. Though they may love you, it is most likely that their vision is still bound by time and space, and they cannot see into the very real gains that you have made in the subtle worlds, where all true spiritual growth begins. So the ancient ones reach out to you and bring this message. We see you, beloved. We honour your growth. It is real, it is palpable, and soon it will manifest fully in the physical world with breathtaking beauty. We honour your light. Namaste. It's not often you'll hear me say namaste, or it come out in the cards. Listen to how many times you hear that now. Namaste. This oracle brings guidance that you have taken a leap in personal growth. If you are still testing it in the physical world, trying to translate your inner changes into outer experiences, take heed. It's only a matter of time before you see reflected back to you in your physical world what you have become within. And you will see it mirrored back to you in the eyes of those around you in sacred relationship too. Let's have this poem. Let's have it. Here's wishing you some sunshine the day after the rain. Here's a hug of understanding when life seems filled with pain. Here's knowing that emotion, like wind, blows many ways, and our course will seem more certain with the dawn of each new day. I love that. Just your knowing, like knowing without knowing, just becomes more certain with the dawn of each new day. So let's leave it there on page 122 or 121, the one before, getting close to this 21st. And we'll see what comes with the when morning has broken. Morning has broken like the first morning. Now my cat did do that on my floors. Yeah. Okay. It was great catching up. I like these little lives that we're doing. But I'm enjoying them, otherwise I wouldn't be here, would I? I just feel it's really nice. And I love playing with cards and sharing my day with you guys. Okay. Right. So I'm going to get off. What's the time? It's 11:11. It's 11:11. Anyway, perfect. I've had the perfect day. Everything's just synced up. Actually, there was 2 shops I had to wait in. And then when we come back home, it was like, you would think rush hour. And it was a clear run. It was like Divine was saying, we're so sorry for any hold up that you've had today, which wasn't a lot. But I was waiting a couple of times. And it's just like Divine just made that up for me. Sorry for any inconvenience. It's so nice. It's been fantastic. Met lots of new people. Had a good day with my girlies. And, well, I'm getting off, aren't I? So that we can see what tomorrow brings. Okay, lots of love to all of you. Sweet dreams, safe travels. Have a fantastic evening. I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow. Okay. And we do need to read this book, The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari, because I still keep flicking through it and it's just like a really good book. Sherry. Blow kisses, guys. Blow kisses. All right, blow me a kiss. I'm going. Okay. Have a lovely evening. Take care. Much love. Bye for now.